Maybe you had a little too much sausage stuffing and you want to work it off. Or maybe you saw our broadcast of the Manchester Road Race and thought it looked like fun. Either way, if you or your kids are thinking about trying running, who better to get the do's and don'ts from than 9-time Manchester Road Race champion Amby Burfoot. First things first, he said all new runners commit one universal mistake.
Running, it's the tortoise and the hare. Everybody, and I mean everybody, runs too fast when they start running because they have this image that they should be doing this, and really they should be doing this.
He said the key to beginning running, ironically, is to spend most of your time not running.
The absolute key to beginning runners, certainly for midlife adults as opposed to high schoolers who are young and fit anyway, is to use this system called the run-walk system. And what that means is you jog for 30 seconds and then maybe you walk for a minute and a half for 90 seconds. And then you jog for 30 and you do the walk for another 90. And you do that for a couple of weeks and you make no attempt to go faster or farther. You just get into the rhythm of what you're doing. After a couple of weeks, the body adapts. Now you can run for 60 seconds and walk for 60 maybe.
And only when you can slowly jog for 30 to 40 minutes nonstop should you even consider speeding up.
It's honestly about going slow, and that's a hard thing to accept.
Burfoot said kids also make the same mistake, although it's a lot less likely to lead to injury.
Kids are their own rule. They, you know, if they're young and fit and they've been playing soccer in particularly, which is the best sport for kids, frankly, if they're ready to run, they can run.
But he said to let them decide when to tackle the 4.748 miles of the Manchester Road Race.
We don't want to push them. You don't want to push somebody to run the Manchester Road Race until they say, hey, Dad, Mom, I'd kind of like to run it with you next year.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, growing up next town over in South Windsor. Sometimes you see, actually none this year. I didn't see any high school friends, but usually you run into one or two, and almost invariably all of them who are running now have their kids running as well.
I've never asked you, have you ever run?
No.
No.
Never run the Manchester Road Race.
You grew up there.
I did, but I've never been a runner. Most of the time I was involved with Thanksgiving Day football, either playing it or even when I was working here at Fox 61 for a long time covering the football too. So yeah, football was as much of a tradition for me as running the road race, but I'm not a runner.
Well, you're running on the field.
Yes. Listen, I was on the elliptical machine at the gym yesterday. That's good enough.
That's
great.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I am not a runner myself.
Me either.
I did a half marathon once. That was.
Oh, you're a runner.
That's more than I'll do.
No. I did it. I attempted to do a half marathon. Okay. I think I did probably 15 to 20 minute miles. I was walking the whole time.
Yeah, you still did it.
Doing it. That's what he said.
Yeah, I thought my leg was gonna fall off. It was a disaster. I'll never do it again. All right, 6